So, hello. The stopper goes. I'm talking about a project called Ajapaik in Estonian, and my name is Vahur Puik. And actually the idea is coming from the sector of heritage, and it hasn't been a profit idea, or it's been a non-profit idea most of the time. But now, when participating in the Ajujaht competition, the things about making it sustainable and self-managing is getting a bit clearer, but not really clear. So the problem is about historic photographs and historic view photographs. Public collections have huge amount of photographs, and they get digitized during these recent years, and on a scale of tens or even hundreds of thousands of pictures. But the platforms that these memory institutions, archives, and museums have look like that. They are very this kind of strict, more like catalog-based lists and this kind of display. But I suppose that we, as modern web users, we are more used to this kind of presentation. Or if we want to find pictures from a certain geographic location, then it's very natural to open up a map and then see what kind of pictures have been made in the vicinity of this very place. And actually there are other platforms for geotagging historic pictures. HistoryPin, for instance, is one of them. But what Ajapaik has as a fundamental difference is that we want to make this geotagging on a massive scale and in a crowdsourcing manner, and in a gamified manner as well, so that the users actually get to show pictures, and if they know where this picture has been taken, they drag the pointer on the map to the right place and then save the location. And only if this is, for instance, bit of statistics, how accurate actually are these location suggestions by the users. So 2/3 of them actually are in a diameter of 60 meters. So this is a screenshot of Tallinn. So all these pictures actually have got their locations with the help of users of the platform. And then they also, as I mentioned, it's gamified. You get points for making your suggestions, etc. And the other main functionality is that you see the dots have different colors. That the very question we have when we look at historic pictures is that how do these same places look like today? If we know the place, then we have it already in our mind. But if the place is not familiar to us, then the historic picture alone might not tell us story. But if we have this then and now comparison of pictures, then these pairs of pictures start to talk to us. And this is called rephotography or repeat photography, which is also a very popular way to interact with historic pictures. But our platform is there to make it really on a large scale and offer this kind of entertaining and also educating experience of locating and rephotographing these historic pictures. Actually, that was the idea, and this is just a preview of our probably our new logo. It's not yet official, but so that's it. Thank you.
No questions?
I got one. Do you save or you don't save? And how you consider this is a law about the rights of this photographer and any personal data about the photographer who is putting up his photograph to your website?
Which photographs do you have in mind? The historic ones or the new ones?
Because
Yes.
you never don't know when the old one is taken. If it is not 80 years old, so somebody may claim the ownership.
Well, as I mentioned, that we have focused on the public collections. That is, museums, archives, libraries also might have collections. So this is.
How do you sort those photographs, and do you, if you are how do you sort those photographs, and do you have any rights to put up the copy of this?
Well,
for example, you can't do it if you can't take just any photograph from the Estonia photograph collection and put it on your website. It is it's prohibited.
yes, of course, of course. Actually, we have these copyright issues we have different copyright issues. We have the ones related to historic pictures, and also actually the ones related to these rephotographs by the users. And this has to be sorted out, of course. But actually, as I mentioned, the historic pictures are made on public online on the platforms of these official platforms.
They are not made for selling. They are just made for show. It is quite a big difference.
What's the difference?
They are not made for reduplicating. They are made for showing.
Yeah, but we also show pictures, and actually what we do, we add, we enrich the information. We make this heritage, what is presented usually this way, we make it more easily accessible with adding this.
The left, where is the Vaade Toomkiriku vareme seespool, this must be on the disclaimer on the photograph what you are going to show, and the page and the source by itself must be shown on your page.
Yes, of course, of course. There's no problem. We will have links to these official pages, official sites of cultural heritage. So this like cross-references. This is all doable. But
other question about the new photographs. How do you protect the rights of the photographer who was putting his pictures onto your website? And how do you protect the data, his personal data? Because you are, they have to log in. And that means that they will left his or her digital handprint on your website.
Yes.
So
yes.
this digital handprint cannot be shown, otherwise you will get any complications.
Yes, of course. These are all issues that must be solved. But you see, there are several photo sharing platforms available. They all have sorted these things out with their terms of service. So this is also doable. And in the terms of service, what kind of license I think we will use a Creative Commons license for these rephotographs. So these are all issues, but solvable, I'm sure.
Just one comment.
That any food photographer gives you Creative Commons rights.
Let's take the comment. If I may just add one comment, and then I question that with the new photographs, if it's crowdsourced, if it's taken by me and uploaded by me, then actually it's quite natural that I assume that it may be viewed, and then I can define what rights are given to use that photograph. So this is just a technical solution to solve. It's not like anybody has taken my personal photographs against my will and uploaded them. But the question is, do you intend to make money with it, and how so?
Yes. The intention is not to become rich with that, but of course to support the development and etc. That's important. And one thing is actually the museums, they have a strong pressure to sell reproduction rights. But also at the moment, at least in Estonia, the institutions themselves don't have good platforms like this kind of image banks or something like that to make this buying of the reproduction rights easy. So if we can make it more automatic, if we can make the pictures more easily findable, then we will have a commission if this reproduction requests come through us. This is one option that we have been planning. And there are some vague ideas more, but that need to be developed a bit more.
What are you looking for at the moment?
Well, at the moment, what you see has been done during 2 Garage 48 hackathons. And now the problem was that the teams were these ad hoc teams. But now, during this Ajujaht, we have formed a team more or less. And the development is now going on. But I think we have some problems with this kind of overall project management and to keeping it all on the rails. That's maybe we got our first financing from the Estonian Cultural Capital. So we got the first money is also public money actually. 5,000 euros 2 weeks ago.
So you are looking for more team members? Some advice?
Yes, and we haven't found we haven't settled with the mentor either in Ajujaht. So some meetings this week still to come.
Come to StartSmart concept.
Okay.
Let's take the last question.
Yeah, it's not actually not so question but maybe you should consider changing your project name. It's not very international.
Yes, it's not.
So maybe if you really want to make a business case out of it, so it could be something different.
Actually, we have an English brand name as well, but the thing is that the principle is universal. It could be applied everywhere where there's photographic collections, but it needs local users. So actually, the plan is to start in Estonia, to try to model it in Estonia with this Estonian brand. And if everything goes right, if we have the dynamics and everything, users and all that, then the next goal is to go international.
My suggestion is to make the change right now, just because the brand building takes time, and it could be something cooler already. So
Okay.
I kind of resonate with the suggestion because the way I see it, there are many tourists who are actually going through the old towns, through the historical places, and they are the ones who are taking the new pictures, and they like to share it at home when they are going home from their travels, and then it would be quite interesting for them to look how it looked from the times past and so on. They could be actually also the ones who are making or placing the orders for the historic photographs from the museums or archives from libraries.
I have a last question.
Yeah, please. Short one, only.
It's very short.
Yeah, please.
If I wanted to buy your platform, how many euros it will cost?
I'm not sure if I will sell it to you. I'm too much.
I got pretty good used to it. Even you can't imagine what why, because our people just doesn't want to program.
Okay, we can talk that in person, but I'm still interested in developing it myself at the moment, so not ready to sell.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.